Okay, good morning my dear students. In the last class we discussed about the intervals, isn't it? Power set and also universal set. Today we are going to discuss about the Venn diagram and also operations on sets. That is the first one. We have to move on Venn diagram. Venn diagram. My dear students, these are the diagrams helps to tell the relationship between sets and its subsets. Set and its subsets. That means these are the diagrams used to represent, to tell the relationship between set and its subsets. These diagrams we call, that is the Venn, since John Venn introduced, a great mathematician John Venn introduced. Hence we called such a diagrams what we called as Venn diagrams. In these diagrams, there are two geometrical figures. Yes, that is the universal set are represented through rectangular diagram. That is the rectangular box, rectangular diagram, and its subsets are represented by circles. Through circles. For example, consider a universal set. U is equal to set of all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is one of the universal set. If I consider subset of this universal set as set of all 2, 4, 6, 8, then the Venn diagram of these two sets represented as, here, this is the universal set. This is the universal set through a rectangular diagram. This is the subset of universal set, that is the A. Now the elements of A are 2, 4, 6, 8. The remaining elements of U, I think 1, 3, 5, isn't it? 7, 9. This represents, that is the Venn diagram of universal set and its subset. Are you understood about Venn diagram? That is the since introduced John Venn mathematician, hence we called, that is these are Venn diagrams. Next we have to move on operations on sets. My dear students, already we learn different operations on number system, isn't it? We know that is the basic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. In the same way, here also we can operate sets, that is the two sets, by using some of special operations. That is, the first one is union operation. Here we can operate, that is the union between two sets by means of here. Consider A and B are the two sets. A and B are two sets. The union of two sets A and B is denoted by A union B is denoted by A union B and defined as union of two sets A union B is also a set by taking the elements of A and elements of B and also common elements of A and B, but we have to take only once. But we have to take only once. If common elements are repeated in both the sets, then we have to write in A union B only once. That is, are you understood? That is, A union B is equal to set of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Are you understood, my dear students? A union B is equal to set of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. That means, ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನಾವು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಬಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಾದರೂ ಸೇರಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಬಿಗಾದರೂ ಸೇರಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳಿದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಒಂದು ಸಾರಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್, ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. Isn't it? Yes. By taking one of the example, my dear students, by taking one of the example, if I take A is equal to set of all 1, 2, 3, 4, B is equal to set of all, my dear students, 3, 4, 5, 7, then A union B is equal to, we have to take set of all the elements of A or the elements of B are common elements. That means we have to take 1, 2, here there are common elements, 3, 4, we have to write only once. The remaining elements of B, 5 and 7. This is the union of two sets A and B. The Venn diagram of the union of two sets is represented as like this. Yes. Now this is the set A. This is the set B. Here two sets are intersecting because of their common elements. The common elements are 3, 4. The remaining elements of A are 1 and 2. The remaining elements of B are, that is 5, 7. Now here we want, that is the union of A and B. That is the elements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. That means we have to shade now the shaded portion represents A union B, my dear students, represent A union B, that is set up all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Are you understood? That is this whole thing, shaded portion represent what we called as A union B. Through this example I drawn, that is the Venn diagram. Yes, are you understood about this union operation? Now we have to want to study some of the properties of union operations, my dear students. properties for any sets A, B and C, for any sets A, B and C, we have the first property, A union B is equal to B union A. This property what we call as commutative property. What we call as commutative property. Commutative property. For any two sets A and B, we can define, or we can show, or we can prove A union B is equal to B union A. Here changing the position of the sets, that's all, isn't it? Here changing the position in the place of here A, here B set, B A set, only changing the position of the sets, that's all. Are you understood? This is commutative property. Second one, we can prove by taking any examples of two sets. By taking any two sets, we can prove A union B is equal to B union A, my dear students. Next, A union B of union C is equal to A union of B union C. This property what we call as associative property. Associative property. This is also true for any three sets. By taking for any three sets, we can prove this one also. See here, the difference between commutative and associative is here changing the position of the sets, but here changing the grouping of sets. Here we grouped first two sets. Here we grouped last two sets. But the result in both the cases must and should same. If I taking that is the examples for sets A, B and C, then we can prove LHS is equal to RHS in both the cases, my dear students. That is about the second one, my dear students. Next, we can law of identity, third one. That is the A union empty set. We know this is a null set, this is an empty set, is equal to what? That is the A. This is called as law of identity. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Law of identity. Are you understood? Next we can universal law, that is the A union universal set. This indicates universal set, this indicates union. We get the result universal set. By taking any examples we can prove this what we call as universal law. These are the some of the properties, my dear students, under union operation. By considering sets we can prove these, but not necessary. We have to know that is the laws of union operations, my dear students. Yes? Okay. Next we have to move on another operation, that is the intersection operation, my dear students. Intersection operation. Intersection operation, my dear students. This is second type of operation in operations on set. Consider A and B are two sets. The intersection of these two sets, my dear students, denoted as A intersection B, that is the reverse, ulta of U. A intersection B, and defined as, we have to take the common elements of A and B, which associated common elements of A and B, that is the same elements of A and B, and which is defined as, that is the A intersection B is equal to set of all x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದೇ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಬಿನಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಆ ಥರ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲೂ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ, ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, if I take A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, then A intersection B is equal to, we have to choose only a common element. That is the, which is the common element here? 4 is the common element, my dear students. That means A intersection B is only set up of 4. We can do number of examples on intersection operation, but this is one of the example for you. That is A intersection B is equal to, we have to take only a common element. The Venn diagram of this intersection of two sets is like this. Yes, here two sets, A and another one is B. This is A, this is B, isn't it? Now we are going to write, that is the common element, this is the common part, isn't it, for both of the sets A and B. That means 4. The remaining elements of A are, I think, 1, 2, 3. B are, I think, 5, 6, 7. But here we want only a common part. That means union of, intersection of two sets is this part. Yes, this is the part we required here. This part, what we called as intersection of two sets A and B. That is the shaded portion represents, shaded portion represents A intersection B, particularly for this example. E example ge A intersection. Are you understood about intersection operations? Yes, now we have to move on properties. Properties. The first property, same what we discussed in union operation, that is the A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, what we call as commutative law. Commutative law or commutative property, we can define anyway. Second one is also, that is the associative property. A intersection B of intersection C is equal to, my dear students, A intersection of B intersections, called as associative property. Associative law or associative property. Similarly, we can define the third one, A intersection null set is equal to A null set, but in the previous case, A union empty set is equal to must and should A, but here A intersection empty set is equal to empty. This is, you know, law of, that is the identity, my dear students. Yes, all of you. And also another one is there here, distributive law over what? Intersection. How can you say? That is the fourth one. A intersection of B union C is equal to, my dear students, A intersection of B union C can be written as A intersection B union of A intersection B union of A intersection C. This is the related to both union and intersection, my dear students. Both union and intersection. Another law is there, that is A intersection universal set, my dear students. A intersection universal set. Here A is the subset of universal set. Here A is the subset of universal set. In such cases, we can write here, that is the A. Are you understood? All of you. These are the some of the properties of S, that is the intersection of two or more than two sets, my dear students. Now we have to move another operation, what we call as difference of two sets. Difference of two sets, my dear students. The difference of two sets we can define in two ways. We can define in two ways, that means in two order. How? The first one is, consider two sets A and B. The difference of two sets, that is A and B, is defined in two ways. One is A minus B is equal to, means set of all elements X, my dear students, listen carefully. Set of all elements X such that X belongs to A. Listen carefully. X belongs to A, but X does not belongs to B. Have you understood this one? Nodi. A minus B is also one of the set, no doubt. That means we defined set of all elements. Those are the elements which are belongs to A only, but not in B. A nalliranthavu matra ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ಬಿ ನಲ್ಲಿರಬಾರದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎನಲ್ಲಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎ ಬಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿ. Similarly, we can define B minus A is equal to set of all X such that X belongs to B only, but X does not belongs to A. We know the meaning of belongs and does not belongs, already we explained. That is, here set of all elements which are X belongs to B only, B ಮಾತ್ರ ಸೇರಿರ್ತವೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಪದ, ಬಟ್ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರಿರಲ್ಲ? ಏಗೆ ಸೇರಿರಲ್ಲ, ಏನಲ್ಲಿರಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ A is equal to set of all A comma B comma C comma D, and B is equal to C comma D comma E comma F. Now I am going to write, that is A minus B is equal to, these are the elements of A only. My dear students, these are the elements of A only. What are the elements of A only here? That is the A and B, that's all. But C and D, which are not belongs to this A minus B, because of these elements are present in B. That is the only A comma B. Are you understood? And B minus A is equal to, These are the elements of B only, but not in A. What are the elements of B only? That is E comma F. Since that is C comma D are present in A also. Therefore, we have to consider here only the elements of E comma F. That is the A minus B and B minus A. Now, we are going to write the Venn diagram, my dear students, for difference of two sets. Considering a set A, B, this is the set A, this is the set B. The common elements of this is C and D, remaining elements A and B, A, E. Now, my dear students, this vertical line portion represents A minus B. The horizontal line portion this is B minus A. Are you understood? This portion dotted what we call, anybody? Already we discussed it, isn't it? That is A intersection B. Are you understood? This is about the Venn diagram of. Now, one of the question in front of you, is it, my dear students, A minus B is equal to B minus A? No. Here A minus B which is not equal to B minus A, since already we see here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲಲ್ಲಿ. Is it A minus B is equal to B minus A? No. No, that is the A minus B which is not equal to B minus A, my dear students. A minus B which is not equal to B minus A. Are you understood about difference of two sets? Yes. Next we have to move another operation. Disjoint of two sets. My dear student, two sets A and B are said to be a disjoint if A intersection B is equal to null set. If A intersection B is equal to null set, then we are saying A and B are disjoint sets. That means if the elements of two sets are not common, there is no common elements in these two sets, that is A and B, then we are saying A and B are called as disjoint, not disjoint. For example, A is equal to set of all 1 comma 2 comma 3 and B is equal to set of all 5 comma 6. These two sets are disjoint sets. Since there is no common elements in these two sets, then we saying A and B are called as disjoint sets. The Venn diagram of these two sets can be denoted or can be represented as this is the set A, this is the set B. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. There is no intersection of, that is the two sets. Since there is no common elements. Are you understood? These two sets represents, that is the designed sets, since there is no common elements. Next one we have to, you understood, I think, all of you. Yes, next one we have to move on. Another symmetric difference between two sets, my dear students. Symmetric difference between two sets. Symmetric difference. Symmetric difference. Consider two sets A and B. The symmetric difference of these two sets A and B is denoted as A symmetric difference B. A symmetric difference B. Now, A symmetric difference B, that is the symmetric difference of A and B, is defined as, that is A symmetric difference B is equal to set of all, or we can define directly, define directly A minus B union of B minus A. Are you understood? A minus B union B minus A, that is the union of A minus B and B minus A, which means set of all x such that x does not belongs to A intersection B. That's all. That's all. Set of all x such that x does not belongs to A intersection B. Andre there is no common elements. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿರಲ್ಲ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು? ಆರ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು, ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? That is about the symmetric difference of two sets A and B. That is the union of A minus B and B minus A, ಅಥವಾ A minus B or B minus A. Are you understood all of you? Yes. Yes. Next we have to move on another operation, complement of a set. Complement of a set. Complement of a set. My dear students, we consider here one of the universal set. Let U be the universal set. U be the universal set. And A be a subset of this universal set. Now we define another set, that is the complement of a set A. Complement of a set A, which is denoted as A dash, which is denoted as A dash, and defined as A dash is equal to are you understood all of you? Set of all x such that x belongs to, my dear students, listen carefully, set of all x, that means A dash can be defined as set of all x such that x belongs to U, but x does not belongs to A. ಅಂದರೆ A dash ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಬಟ್ ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಾರದು, ಏನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಾರದು. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅನದರ್ ವೇ by using difference of two sets, that is the A dash is equal to U minus A. This is also gives same meaning of this one, isn't it? Already we discussed in difference of two sets. Example, let U is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7 comma 8 comma 9. This is the universal set. A is equal to set of all 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 7 comma 9. Then we want A dash. A dash is equal to, my dear students, U minus A. That means those are the elements of U only, but not in A. That is the elements, I think 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8. I think that's all. This is called as the complement of a set A with respect to U. With respect to U, my dear students. Are you understood? That is the complement of a set. All of you, are you understood? Yes, but some of the properties are there under the complement of a sets, my dear students. That is the, since A is a subset of U, A dash is also a subset of U. That is the complement of a set A is also a subset of U. Isn't it? That is the one. Second point, A union A dash is always universal set, my dear students. A union A dash, artha madಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, this is not universal set. A union A dash is always universal set. Next one, A intersection A dash. A intersection A dash is always empty set, that is null set. That means itself, according to the definition of complement of a set, isn't it? There is no common elements. Hence, A and A dash are called as designed sets. A and A dash are called as designed sets, my dear students. And also, A dash O dash is always A, my dear students. A dash O dash is always A, my dear students. Next, another very important De Morgan's laws are there. De Morgan's laws, one by one. First one, A union B, O dash can be written as A dash intersection B dash. Are you understood? A union B O dash, complement of union of two sets can be written as intersection of their complements. To remember, changing the what? Operation. Union ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು intersection ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಗಮನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. Second one, A intersection B O dash is equal to A dash union B dash. That is the complement of intersection of two sets can be expressed, can be written as union of their complements. ನೋಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ದೀಸ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಡಿ ಮಾರ್ಗನ್ಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವೆರಿಫೈ by taking examples, that is the sets A, B and universal set. Because of without universal set we cannot find out complements of any sets, isn't it? Universal set ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ಟನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, isn't it? ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ here by considering universal set and two sets A and B, we can find out A dash B dash, then we can verify. This is also another operation on sets. Are you understood, all of you? Yes, we discussed in this class, that is the Venn diagram, isn't it? Next, operations on sets, that is the union operation, intersection operation, difference of two sets, and also design set, symmetric difference, and also complement of the sets. Okay, thank you very much. I will continue, that is in the next class. Thank you.